probably 8 feet high, 6 feet wide, maybe. So reasonably
Okay.
small
Like
entrance, yeah.
almost tiny, like impossible to contain what it did.
Right.
You got a very much Doctor Who TARDIS situation going on. It's a police box. No, it's a universe.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
pocket dimension. That's something too. So there's this conception that the exterior is very much appears different than what it actually contains in a sense. But I don't think can you think of a better way to describe that idea that seems like it feels right for the dream?
Seemed like purposely kind of hidden, like they built it that way. So you didn't know what you were coming up on unless you knew what was already behind it. And that's why I was partly into a mountain, to protect what they were doing from the outside world, I'd say. Yeah.
So this kind of, and the idea of being purposely hidden, it doesn't feel deceptive. I think that's the wrong word, but there is an aspect of deception. It's this idea that, what is it? It's almost a challenge to find out if the seeker is worthy. Are you going to take the book for its cover, or are you going to look deeper? And if you do, you'll be rewarded by seeing what is within. Or you can be superficial and say, what is this tiny shack? This isn't what I'm looking for. And you move on without any investigation. There's some kind of element of that going on in this, I think. And the idea that, go ahead.
I think so too. I think you're right on to it. Yeah.
And the idea that has a protective element to it of like those who are, what is it like? You train someone in martial arts and you hope they don't abuse the power. And so there's senseis who are very much like, I'm not going to train you because you're an asshole and you just want to beat people up. And that's not what this is for. I'm not going to tolerate that in my class. So there's a protective element of saying you don't get to know these secrets because you can't handle it. You can't apply them properly, or you might misapply them maliciously. And so you don't, so you have those iconic test of the hero, so to speak, of are you worthy to pull the sword out of the stone? Very, very much in that vein. That's what comes to my mind. Anyway.
Well, it's interesting you brought that up because I was just talking to an old martial arts teacher of mine who's been doing it for years. And he's like, I finally got the right group of guys I can teach some of the deeper things. And I could hear the relief in his voice as he was kind of going through students, trying to find people he could trust some of the higher level methods to, So.
For sure. Yeah, you don't want to turn away people that are trying to say get healthy, or people who are, maybe they got the wrong motive initially, but you hope through the process they will develop and gain or become worthy of the deeper teachings. And there's something very satisfying for the teacher to say I have someone I can finally tell some of these things I know, because they're going to get it and they're going to use it properly. That's amazing. That is.